Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mark Loeffler Experience. Today, woo! Stats, well, some stats are out. It still bothers me that I can get all this information on May 1st because I'm filming this on May 1st, and that some real estate boards take until the middle of the month to come out with their data. This is like a huge pet peeve of mine. Huge. Let's talk numbers. Let's talk about what's going on, what happened. This is in the past, not what's in the future. You were a betting man and you sold at the end of February, maybe even the beginning of March. You won huge. What does Donald say? Huge? I don't even know what he says. If somebody can send me that on Instagram. Send me Donald Trump saying huge, because I want to know. Maybe we should run a contest. Comment down below. All right, so in February, obviously, it was almost $1 million average sale price across all of the boards that this covers. And March was $950. And then April is $902,000. So what's that? $52,000 decline. That's 3.75, almost 4% decline month over month, from 908, so $1 million down to 900. Like that's a big drop. Like that's obviously 10%. We're seeing bigger in some areas and obviously smaller in others, but I think obviously there's some areas that are way bigger and some areas that just went kind of ballistic. I mean, $830,000 for a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath townhome in Hamilton, not the greatest area, $830,000. When, last November you were buying that for $600,000. But I mean, here's the averages. Let's go back and look at this. Just compare it. So December 2021, the average sale price was $830,000 and we're still at $900,000. That was obviously $160,000, $150,000 increase. So it's about a 20% increase across all boards. Some saw higher, some saw lower. And now we're down halfway back to that December number. If this all plays out, we may see more of that. Like, let's just go back and look. The last time we saw a decline this much was in April of 2017. Do we all know what happened in April 2017? We saw this huge run up in price. Why? Well, the government was playing with the real estate market again. They're like, oh, this is too frothy in here. Too frothy. Boom. Yeah, let's trigger this by changing the mortgage rules. And that was this run up in price because everyone's like, I can't get a mortgage now. And lo and behold, boom, price comes down. What's that? 500 to 440, so 60,000. I mean, that's 12% right there. And then it goes, okay, middling along. Oh, look, we can still get mortgages. Okay, it's still, it took till January 2018. They're like, oh, we can still get mortgages. So going up slightly. 2019, yep. And then we started to see a run up into 2020. And then boom, COVID. And then we just saw this. Like, I don't see that anywhere else on this chart. Nowhere. So if we came back down to this or even this level, I'm not going to be surprised. By the way, this is Ontario. It doesn't cover all boards in Ontario. It covers some, not all. This is just a representation. This doesn't include Toronto. It doesn't include like Barrie, Ottawa. We're just putting out the information we have, and I'm going to say it's probably going to be pretty similar across the board. But even in the boards that they cover, which we'll go through, it's not all the same. All right, so new listings. Obviously, we're spiked. April 2021 was 15,000, so we're down slightly year over year, which obviously isn't a huge deal because we're not selling as many homes. March, we saw 7,100 sales. April, we saw 10,640. And March is usually a bigger deal. Let's see here. So March last year, we saw 14,000. Oh, look, April was slightly higher, but we had really, really strong sales. April, May, June, and then it just kind of dipped into the fall when it started to spike again, and then it fell down because we had no listings. People wanted to buy, but they couldn't. And now, we are seeing it. They did call for less sales this year. And that looks like it's going to happen. Yeah, these are really, really low numbers. But this is it. So, and I think they're pulling data from somewhere else back there. So we don't have to go. We'll go 3 years again, right? Let's look at the last 3 years when the data, like these are big numbers in 2019, 2020, 2020. Like these are, so 2020 was a record year. I maybe even think that these 2019 numbers, they're pulling from somewhere else as well. But that might be all of Ontario for those. That would make more sense to me. Anyways, those are homes for sale, which are up. These are sales happening. Oh, these might be off. Okay, let's scratch that. I thought we were looking at sales. Those are homes for sale, which of course is going to spike here. And those might have been right numbers for because obviously the more homes that are for sale, the less prices are going to go up because supply demand. So here's the sales, 7,712. So sales are down 33% year over year. From April last year, where are we? 11,472 to 7,712. So if you were lucky enough to sell your home, congratulations. You might have been working with us. Oh, and by the way, as always, this video is brought to you by Catano Loeffler Realty Services. If you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate, give us a shout. Hit us up on Instagram. We've got median days on market. We have average days on market, which is starting to come up from this year, but I don't really think that's a big deal. This is more important in my opinion. There's 1.4 months of inventory on the market. 1.4 months. Again, a balanced market is 4 to 6 months. So we're not there yet. Like there's still, like we had 17 offers on one property last week. We had 5 on another, 3 on another. Like there's still lots of people looking for property out there. And yet, let's just look at this. So April of last year, there was 2.2 months of supply. And then it really, really got low. Sorry, last year was 0.9. 2019 was, in 2020, obviously, we know what happened then. I mean, we've had less than 1 month of supply. So this is a big deal. Like from March till now, we've added half a month of supply. That is massive. Like usually we don't see that. Like up a little bit, down a little bit. Like the last time we saw that was 2020 and there was a bit of a pandemic going on. And people didn't even list their houses then. Percentage of original sales price, it's gone way down. Although we just sell one for 50% over asking price. But yeah, who cares? All right. Let's look at some of the other boards. So we have Halton right here. And you can see here's the December number for all of them. Kitchener 840, Hamilton 760, Halton 1.337, Peterborough 772. And right now we have Halton at 1.4. So none of these have hit, other than Peterborough, their December high or their December low, I guess. And still year over year increases of 20% for Kitchener-Waterloo, Hamilton at 30%. Halton at 12, Peterborough at 24. But you remember, like Peterborough was like 50-60% year over year increase. Halton, again, more expensive homes, never really got that high, but they were still like close to 30%. Hamilton was in the 40% range. They're still 30%. Like you can see, like, look at this. Look at that dip. 1.56 to 1.4. It's $160,000, 12 to 15%. Hamilton, 900, 890 to 850. Okay, you got about 5% decline. I think that number is going to change a lot. I think some of the higher end market is holding that up, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, what else? Like, what other areas do we want to see? Well, let's check out the good old Windsor. That was flying high. Okay. Sales price. We want average sales price. So all I'm going to say is that this is not collecting all the data because there's no way there's 7 listings, 3 listings, 3 listings. So we do not have the price data for Windsor here. Let's see if we have Sarnia. Nope, does not look like it. We do not have the price data for Sudbury. So let's look at Kingston. It's been one of the hotter markets still. So it went, peaked at 740 in February. Again, it was 680 in January. It's still 700,000 in April, and that's down from the highs. 612 in December. Like, that's still a big gain. Like, I don't think there's no, well, I mean, you can see it here. Like, November, boom, December, massive February, ramp up, little decline 2021, which we all had. And then we've kind of gone a little squirrely. And I think we're just resetting to the norm here. 40%, 50%, 60% year over year price increases are not sustainable. Could we see 5 to 8% growth? Yeah, and that's normal. That's what I want to see as a real estate investor, because at least I can go ahead and formulate my plan and figure this out. Like, the stupid price increases we've had don't work for me as an investor. Although I love to see them when I own a crap ton of real estate, it's just not the best for buying and selling. Well, for selling, it's great. I just like playing with these numbers. But I think the long and short of it is that real estate has come off, the bloom has come off pretty substantially. Obviously, interest rates are going up. I mean, fixed rate right now for a 5-year, you're looking at 4.2%. Bank of Canada is calling for another half-point increase when it meets again June 3rd. These are all happening. Like, they are in inflation fighting mode right now. They're just like, we're going to get that. We're going to get it. And, maybe they need to take some lessons, but, they're going to get it. And in the process, they're going to drive down demand. That's their goal right now. They don't care about the supply side. We all know about that. They want to work on demand. And that's what they're doing. They're working on demand right now by making this very, very expensive to own homes. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to bring you this information because I get super jacked when I look at this stuff, and I know you guys do too. Comment down below. Let me know what you think is happening. Are we going to see 7% 5-year fixed interest rates? It may happen. Comment down below. I mean, that was my first mortgage ever. It's happened in my lifetime. I mean, that wasn't that long ago. I mean, 20 years since I bought my house. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. If you guys are coming on Tuesday, we're having that investor meetup at Caro on James Street North. We will include the link down below, or hit me up on Instagram. It is there, but we'd love to see you. We have like a lot of top minds coming who do a lot of business through Airbnb, BRRRRs, flipping, you name it, they do it. There's going to be $1 billion of owned real estate in that room. So we'd love to have you, whether you're new or experienced. Thanks, everyone. Catch you next time.